Okay, we're on Batra, Perek Aleph, Mishnah Gimel, third Mishnah, first chapter, Masechet Batra. Okay, we're talking about fences and whether a neighbor can force his neighbor to pay for a fence or to split the cost of a fence. So we're going to talk about a case where a person has a field and he's surrounded by fields owned by one person. It says a Mishnah. Hamakif et chavero mishalosh ruchotav. A person is surrounding his friend from three directions. I'll show you the picture. Okay, this is a picture. This is a person has a field, and person B owns the three fields surrounding that guy's field. Okay, and v'gadar et harishona ve'et hashniya ve'et hashlishi. So, red man, okay, he decides to build a fence. He builds fences around, the about one direction, okay, and then he does it around a second direction and around the third direction. So basically, he put fences between himself and the other guy, in all directions. We assume that he probably owns this area and this area as well, but he built three sides of the fence. And he says to the guy, listen, I built a fence and now you're benefiting. You have three sides of the fence. I want you to pay half of the cost. Says the Mishnah, Ein mechayvin oto, you can't force him to pay. Why? Bartanura says, ahani le mida, he didn't help at all. Sha'adayin karka shalo petucha, because the whole point of the fence is to keep out the animals, right? But it's open on this side. So what if you haven't done anything for me? Aval im gadar et harvi'it, but if the guy builds a fence on the fourth side, the hashtavadai ahanile, then it's definitely helping him. Mechayvin oto l'shalem. I think it means it's not just if the guy decides to build the fence to make you pay, but if he has on all four land, if it's surrounded and he wants a fence, he's fencing in his areas. And so if he builds a fence in such a way that it benefits this guy even on the fourth side, then the guy has to pay. Mechayvin oto l'shalem. Machatzit demei kanim bezol. You have to pay demei kanim bezol as if it was a reed fence, meaning the guy built a stone fence, but he didn't. But the blue man, on the inside who's surrounded, he didn't have to have a stone fence. He just wanted to have a reed fence. That would have been the same. So he has to pay at least half of the cost of what it would cost him to do a reed fence. Why? The Amarle, he says, Lididi sagile b'mechitza shel kanim. It's for enough for me if it was a reed fence. The efshi b'yitzia shel geder avani. I don't want to pay the cost of a whole stone fence. Rabbi Yossi says, Im amad v'gadar et harvi'it. So Rabbi Yossi says, if the guy stood up and fenced in the fourth side, megalgalin alav et hakol, then you megalin et hakol, you roll in the cost of all of the fence. Isn't that what we just said about the Tanakama? So that Rabbi Yossi says, machasit itzi otav, his full cost, not the reed fence. And we paskin halacha Rabbi Yossi. The Bartanura adds, ve'ein tzarich lomar im ani kaf hu shegadar ruach revi'it. So I'll translate. You don't have to, it's obvious. If the guy who's surrounded, let's say not the red man, okay, if the red man builds on all four sides, we said then he has to pay. But if the blue guy says, listen, I got three sides, and he builds the fourth side, then it makes clear that he wants the fence. So in that case, okay, Gali Da'ate, he showed the Nichale b'mashagada chavira. He wants his friend's fence. Then megalina at the call. Then we roll in all of the expenses. And he has to pay red man half of the entire cost. Meaning, if the blue guy here builds the fourth side, then he has to pay half the cost for the entire fence to his neighbor. Okay, we'll stop here and dedicate our learning to memory of my father, Harav Simcha Ben Yitzchak Kalman. Have a good day.